Okay, so this is an update on my 2025 reading list, and I have so many thoughts on book 13 that I decided to make a reel about it. So, book 13 for me is Astra Taylor's The Age of Insecurity, Coming Together as Things Fall Apart. Astra Taylor is a Canadian American author and activist, though this is a CBC Massey Lectures, which guarantees the Canadian context for us, which is great. So this book, do I recommend it? Yes, I do. However, it is very dense. I feel very educated and informed. And I think it's one of those things where, in order to understand where we're going, we need to know where we've come from. So, in that sense, I learned a lot from this book. And I am grateful for like the education that I got from this. In fact, like, I feel like this book would be at home on any first year university syllabus for classes like economics, political science, sociology. So, the one promise at the end there, while illuminating a path towards meaningful change, it's a big ask, because the premise of the book is saying, or admitting that we're all vulnerable, regardless of where we stand politically, to different forces that are kind of going on in the world right now. And people don't like that. People don't like to admit that they're vulnerable, scared, that they're wrong about things. And I think that even though I personally am compelled by the argument that she makes, and I'm going to try and follow it as a path forward to meaningful change for myself and for my participation in my communities, I do think like this, what she's offering here is a bigger paradigm shift and way of thinking. It's not quippy, fast. A lot of the anecdotes, like, you can't just kind of whip these out in conversation with friends and family and expect it to sink in. Myself, I read this book. It took me a while to read, and I'm still finding that I'm processing a lot about it. So much so I made a video instead of writing it down in a post like I normally do. So if you want something fast, and perhaps this is comparing apples and oranges, I would recommend these books instead. We Need to Talk by Celeste Headlight or Seek by Scott Shigioka. I would also recommend The Art of Gathering by Priya Parker. But again, is it fair to compare these? I don't know. If you want something fast and easy that you can kind of immediately take with you in your life and apply to everyday scenarios, these are your books. Again, I think this, we got to have some sort of educational background. The paradigm shift is a compelling one, and I am personally convinced of it, but it's a big ask. So that's book number 13 for me. I did enjoy it. Maybe read this instead of taking like a university class. It's that, thorough, but it's a lot. So yeah, that's that.